Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Saturday. This is Game Day Live, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. And somewhere down at the shore near the Pine Barrens, where Shorts Guy has buried a few Rangers fans in the past. Or did I say that? Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, where this is the only podcast that you can outbid each other.
Yes, you can.
Just so
Yes,
you can help your team win.
Man, Sam, that was quite the wild Game Day Live the other day. And just for everyone out there, Vinny was a little disappointed. And by a little, I mean Vinny was very disappointed he missed the last podcast. Because, boy, was that a wild showing from all of our fans. From Brooke Amanda to AJ to everyone else that threw us money. We appreciate that.
Joseph Lanham.
And it'll go towards our adventure in Tampa this coming weekend.
Yes. Or next weekend. Or whatever. We'll figure it out.
It's coming. It's
Yeah.
currently the weekend. It's currently this weekend, so it's the coming one. Whatever. Either way, I think everyone knows that first of all, again, a big thank you to everyone that gave us some super chats. And you made everyone jealous that wasn't here.
AJ.
So but yeah, we appreciate that.
Everyone got their wallets got your wallets ready?
But are any
goodness.
wallets? But Sam, are any wallets being dangled in front of us by a fishing pole?
Hey, you want to tell that story? Wimpy knows this story.
Oh, Wimpy knows this story.
When Barry Melrose came to Newark after making disparaging remarks about the arena, about outside the arena,
area.
and all that, hold on to your wallets. And then, to his credit, Barry Melrose visited Newark with
Showed up.
then Mayor Cory Booker, then owner Jeff Vanderbeek, and they showed up at what used to be called the Arena Bar in Newark.
Our bar.
Yeah. This is before our time with American Whiskey, then Edison Ale House. But go back in time to 2007, and I remember Fox 5 News was there.
5, yeah.
Yeah. Linda Schmidt was doing the reporting. I called her Penny Crone, and she was very insulted that day. But anyway, and as soon as Barry Melrose went into the Arena Bar with a fishing rod, I dangled a wallet with Gomez pesos inside right in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, this is those are back in the old days. You know, when we had our Arena Bar, we were man, we had a good time, and we really kind of gave it to Barry Melrose, but I got to give the guy credit. He showed up. You know, he made those comments. He ate his words. He showed up. Vanderbeek showed him around. You know, it was a lot of fun. So just to throw that out there, and, you know, maybe there'll be a wallet that'll be dangled in front of our faces today. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Never know.
You never know. Brooke Amanda says she can't hear anything because she's waiting to get out of a gymnastics competition. But that can't stop you from the super chats. Anyway, just like last Game Day Live, we really didn't talk about the game coming up. But hey,
Nope.
you know, let's talk about the last game real quick.
Yeah.
Devils Canadiens. A lot of good things about that game. Jack Hughes is a scoring machine. He had a sick pass, I believe, to Jesper Bratt on when was that game played? Jeez, on Thursday.
That was last night. Oh, Thursday. Yeah, sorry.
On Thursday.
It was Thursday. Feels like forever ago.
And you know, it's just the Devils are rolling in victories right now, and it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good.
It does.
But you got a back-to-back right now. First half of a back-to-back. You play the Islanders tonight.
Yep.
Then you've got the San Jose Sharks I believe, tomorrow at the
Which we
Rock.
do, who we should beat.
You should beat. But you really want to get greedy and beat the Islanders, which their record right now is really at NHL 500 at this point. And I think it's 6-6-2. The Devils right now, they're
6-6-2.
Yeah, the Devils right now are a few games over 500.
9-5-2.
Yeah, these are lose Islanders, and this is a Metropolitan Division game. It would be nice to get 2 solid points out of this. And right now, you have to be, I wouldn't say pleased is a good word, but, or happy. I think I'm starting to like where this is going. That's where I'm at right now.
So am I. It seems to be we allowed the Canadiens to stay in the game a little bit too much the other night, which, would have been nice to just kind of shut the game down and to, take care of that business early. And then this way, you kind of move into tonight. But, against the Islanders tonight, with this being a Metro Division game, you really want these points. Obviously, we want all 4 points over the next 48 hours. However, I think tonight's points are a little bit more valuable than tomorrow because tonight's points are Metro Division points, whereas tomorrow is, against the lowly Sharks, who are Western Conference opponents, who they should be easy points to collect. But if we can't, the ones that'll mean the more at the end of the season will be the points tonight. Like, these are the points we're going to rue if we drop. So we really want to get tonight's points. And then once we take care of tonight's points, then we can shift to tomorrow. And, we're seeing Markstrom in net from what it seems, and which means we're going to see Jake Allen again tomorrow. And Jake Allen is, a goalie that the Sharks are not familiar with seeing. However, the Sharks goalies are familiar. Oh, no, actually, no, they're not. They wouldn't be because they were out of here before then, so there was no overlap there. But, I'd rather these points tonight, plus it's a local rival in a sense, you're beating on, a local team that not many of us like. I personally can't stand the Islanders, not as much as the Rangers, but personally can't stand the Islanders. And I would just love to see the Devils go in there and beat the Islanders and come out with those 2 points and then shift it tomorrow.
Well, yeah. And right now the Islanders, led by Patrick Waugh as coach. Surprised.
I can't wait till he's fired because I want to like him again.
But
I can't wait.
Yeah, the Islanders, Barzal, I believe, is on IR, right? So
He's still out. Yep.
Yeah, he's still out. The Islanders still have a formidable team right now. You got Kyle Palmieri, you've got Anders Lee, you've got some decent players, but
you got Sorokin in net.
Yeah, Sorokin in that, which
he's not an easy goalie to score on.
No, and just off topic, how about Shesterkin getting spanked?
When? I missed it.
You didn't hear about I believe it's against the Sabres?
No. I've been down the shore. I've kind of shut everything out. I'm assuming this is a game that just happened because if Shesterkin were to get just annihilated, I would love to see that.
Well,
just because,
maybe we should do.
It's fun to just revel in the, a Rangers loss. I'm looking up the scores now. Like, this is how little I've paid attention over the last couple of days.
They lost 6-1 to the Lindy Ruff Sabres.
I like that.
I'm surprised you didn't know. This is what happens.
No, that was Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Thursday.
So that was. I know, but I was watching the Devils game. I was streaming it, so I didn't get to see any of the other updates. And then I think I went to bed shortly after the game was over. So
yeah,
I can't remember what I was doing Thursday night after the game. But
Steve Engel,
that's good news.
Steve Engel's asking a question, and we're just about to get to that. You remember what happened in the last Islanders game, and I went on a tear on Devils After Dark. But Romanoff and McDermott opening fight coming? Question mark. Steve Engel. There has to be a price to be paid, and I was really pissed off the last game where it was like, okay, Jack Hughes gets hit, but Romanoff was still chirping after the game that nobody really did anything about it. Yeah, they got in his face, and that was a start. I said, it's like, okay, this is better than years past. But you got to put that guy on his ass. I don't care if it's a clean hit. I don't care if it's a legal hit. I don't care. But you've got to protect your long-term investment and the pillar of your franchise in Jack Hughes or Nico Hischier. And since that game, to the Devils' credit, they're getting better at it. Nathan Bastian got his, face bashed in the other day. He got a broken jaw, I believe. But
he did.
Romanov, after the game, was still chirping.
And he's a younger player.
Yeah.
And he's got to learn.
It is, to me, it's what happened with Rempe and then McDermott. It was almost like a little too late. It should have been settled. Yeah. And it may be a little too late here. But the Devils have to send a message. Now, Paul Cotter, in an interview with Amanda Stein, Devils, I don't know what you call her. I don't call her beat reporter. The Devils PR machine reporter. But there was some good. But it was actually some good nuggets in that article. But I'm not going to read you the exact words. But basically, Cotter was saying it's like, hey, we're starting to stick up for each other now. We're starting to, we're having each other's backs. So if you mess with Nico, you mess with Jack. And he didn't say this, but if you mess with these guys, we're going to have their back. And that's what I think has been missing for so long with this franchise is that accountability, holding the other team accountable, holding each other accountable, but it shouldn't be artificially manufactured. Honestly, you and I have played on many sports teams, Short Sky, whether it's hockey, I don't know about you, soccer,
baseball, soccer.
Lacrosse,
we've done it. Yeah, basketball. Yeah, we've played a lot.
You don't play for money. You don't play for the glory. You play for the guy right next to you. And I want to see the Devils have that mentality going into tonight and throughout the season and forever. It should be that you play for the guy right next to you.
Yeah.
And whether they insert McDermott or not, Romanov, you got to put a body on him all night long.
I don't know about all night long. You put a body on him early. You put a body on him hard really early. And then you move on from it. If he keeps going at it and keeps chirping, then okay, that's when you keep the body on all night long. But this is one of those things where I think you send that message early within the first period, and you put it behind you. This way, you're not chasing him around all game. That would be my hope, at least. Get it done first period.
I disagree with you on that. I get what you're saying, but to me, you don't want to go. You got to send a very stern message, and a couple hits in the first period, he'll forget about it by the second period.
It depends on it. If you're going to hit him hard, and this way,
I'm not talking about cheap shots. I'm just saying.
No, I know that.
Anytime you're forechecking, make sure you finish your check. Make sure it's legal. Don't cost your team a penalty, and then on the next play, keep pounding away where he doesn't have easy breakouts. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, and I get it. It's just as long as he pays a price for what happened last game. That's all that matters. Whether it's a couple big hits in a fight in the first period and you move on, or you just make his life a living hell for the entire game, he's got to pay for what he said. And that's what I'm hoping the Devils will do tonight with him.
Yeah. Let's see. Mike Rosenswag says, on Bastian, a guy who is incapable of taking a few punches to the face does not belong out there in the first place. I kind of disagree with you a little bit. It's not like Bastian's on the first line, and that's why you have depth. I mean, right now you're down Lazar. He had surgery. You're down Bastian because of his jaw injury. But the fact of the matter is the Devils actually have B-Folytics depth on this team.
They do.
And
they do.
It's a good thing. And hello, Ted. Says, hi, Sam. Hi, Shorts.
What up, Ted?
Now, John Ginkley says Romanov is not in the lineup tonight. See, this is why you should have taken care of business that game.
Yeah.
Now I'm really pissed off.
Now you're gonna have to. You gonna go on your rant now, or are you gonna wait till Devils After Dark?
What a bunch of sissies. Can I even say that now? I was about to say the P word.
That would be like not putting Rempe in the lineup after all that crap he did last time against us last year.
Oh. Lou knows.
Well,
Lou
he
and
knows.
Patrick Waugh know.
Yeah. They knew what was
Now,
coming.
now I'm not only ticked off, I have the respect level of the Islanders organization now just went down 5 notches.
I haven't had any respect for the Islanders in a couple of years at this point, so.
Yeah, I mean, I used to think that they were dumb cousins across the river. Now, I like to take a DNA test and just rule them out. Are we even cousins at all?
No.
We just both
Yeah,
hate
they're
the
just-
Rangers. That's about it.
We both hate the Rangers, and I also hate the Islanders, but I also hate the Flyers, too. I hate all the local teams.
But if the Hartford Whalers were back in town, Pucky the Whale would be one of your favorites.
Yes. Well, yeah, because I've met Pucky the Whale, and I have pictures with Pucky the Whale. So,
Yeah.
yes, I'd be okay with the with the Whalers.
You know what? To tell you the truth,
With the Rangers, the Islanders.
if I had an ice cream truck, I'd play Brass Bonanza all around. I've always wanted an ice cream truck just to drive
Sam,
around.
Why am I not surprised?
I know.
Was
With
that it was the
with
ice cream
PA
truck in what,
system.
Twisted Metal? Get the one like in Twisted Metal there. Sweet Tooth.
Maybe that's what we'll do one day with the Let's Go Devils podcast ice cream truck.
Is that after we get the jet?
Yeah, after we get the jet, there's going to be an ice cream truck. Maybe we should get that before the jet so we can raise money for that jet.
There you go. We'll use the ice cream truck to get us some money to get the jet. Or we can use the ice cream truck just to get us around to different places.
Yeah, maybe
Montreal.
we'll get a city permit from City Hall in Newark on Mulberry Street. Yeah, the Let's Go Devils podcast ice cream truck. Sorry, Frank, we're gonna be podcasting at our ice cream truck.
But this ice cream truck has to also sell beer out of it.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
beer flavored ice cream. What a
No,
combination!
just beer. Just beer. We're just a mobile beer truck. That's what I think we need.
I think you need a mobile liquor license for that, don't you?
That's fine. We'll find one.
Yeah, we'll figure
grease
it
the right
out.
palms. We'll get it. We'll get
Yeah,
it. Once we have a private jet, we can do whatever we want.
yeah. I'm just looking at all these comments. Now,
Yeah, you got to read them because I can't read them tonight, so I
you're-
can't see what's going on.
Brooke Amanda
Oh,
with the super chat. It has started. It has started. She says, I now feel emotionally obligated to super chat each podcast. Ding, 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 ding. The Islanders can get effed. And you
I
know
agree.
what? You
Totally
are
agree.
1-0 right now, Brooke Amanda, by using the super chat as a tool to help the Devils win a game.
Boom.
That's what
Love it.
happened.
Yeah.
And I don't make this stuff up, folks. I don't.
No,
and also,
you do not.
just a shameless plug here. JoinOurCrew.com, because Shorts Guy, I think we're going to have to do some email blasts of where people can get merch, where they can donate.
I think so too.
You know,
I
we
think
have
so,
a
too.
we have a Let's Go Devils podcast Venmo account. You know,
We do. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
so
And people just need to go to joinourcrew.com to know where we're going to be in Tampa next weekend,
I know.
so they can meet up with us, have some beers with us, watch us podcast, and do game day live in Florida. I don't believe it's the first game day live from Florida because you've done one from down there before, Sam.
I've done several. Done several.
But yeah, if you want to know where we're going to be, go to joinourcrew.com. We'll blast out where we're going to be, and everyone can meet up with us, and we can have a good time. And we'll have a just a fun game to watch in Tampa with our New Jersey Devils. You know,
And also,
I don't.
this
And
is
also?
this is the Brooke Amanda soundbite. Thank you, Brooke Amanda.
Woo!
I'm gonna have to
Love
incorporate
it.
this on the soundboard, so I'll have to look for
I think
it.
you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're absolutely. gonna have
AJ Visco ties it up. AJ Visco. All match rodeo tonight, sitting second,
Nice.
winning money for Tampa. AJ Visco ties Brooke Amanda, ties it up, $9.99.
Boom. I gotta say, Sam, when I was when we had our big money podcast on Thursday, my parents were in the other room watching it and just dying laughing at everything that was going on because they could hear us reacting. They could at least hear me reacting in the room, in the back room there down the shore, and then they were seeing it live on the air as it was happening, like a moment or two later. It was a fun time. A fun time was had by all.
I got to correct Steve Engel. He goes, the ball is in Brooks' court right now. No, the puck is in Brooks' zone right now.
Yes, it is.
Wrong sport.
Yes,
Steve
it
Engel.
is.
Everybody just sit back and watch. Yeah, I almost want to do this right now for Game Day Live. It's a 3-hour Game Day Live. Put your feet up, in front of the camera.
Just let it all roll in. This is helping pay for Tampa. I can't believe it. This is fantastic.
I know.
I love this.
That's gonna. Hey, we got to talk about tickets for Tampa.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had to do that.
Mrs. Wu was asking about it today, and it was like,
Yeah, we'll talk off air. We'll get tickets. Yeah, we'll get tickets squared away up.
We'll figure it out. Where we want to sit, what we
Mm-hmm.
want to eat, what we want to do. We got to figure that out.
I got to look up breweries to go to. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. But yeah, you and I will talk off air about tickets, and we'll let everyone know. But you have to go to joinourcrew.com and sign up for the email blast to know where Sammy and I and our chaperone, Mrs. Wu, are going to be sitting during the course of the Tampa game and where you can find us.
And just
You
to
can
let
actually
you know,
You can meet the very famous Mrs. Wu.
Actually, and just, I want to preface this. Mrs. Wu is my wife.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to be behind the scenes and be the quiet
She
one.
does.
That's what she enjoys. And
Mhm.
she likes to laugh at what we do as well.
Oh, yes.
But just letting everybody know that anybody that starts messing with Mrs. Wu, her protective husband doesn't have to do anything because she'll punch you in the face. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you really want to show, just watch Mrs. Wu as Sam and I are doing whatever we're doing in Tampa, and the look on her face will just say it all. It'll just be these
The look of
morons.
disappointment.
the look of disappointment, like, why did he say that?
Oh, Brooke Amanda.
Woo!
$9.99 again with the super chat. Buying Shorts
Nice.
Guy a beer in Tampa.
Yes.
Like
Thank
that
you,
one.
Amanda. You are the best.
We have the hat trick of $9.99 of pure super chat magic in the YouTube Live, which helps
Love it.
support the podcast. Matt Freudenberger
does.
says Mrs. Wu is incognito at American Whiskey all the time. Watch out. Matt Freudenberger, good friend of the podcast. Yes, he has met the infamous Mrs. Wu. She doesn't view herself as a celebrity. She views herself as keeping me out of trouble. That's it.
Which is difficult for her when it's you and I together.
Yes, especially at that
That's-
Mets game, at the Lindor Grand Slam game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The look of disappointment on her face when I opened my mouth a couple times was just classic.
Yes.
I mean, I even got yelled at your wedding, so not by Mrs. Wu, but by other people. Yeah, so it's been a mess since the very start, ladies and gentlemen. So just so you know, the disappointment in Mrs. Wu for Shorts Guy goes back many years.
Yes. But thank you for the super chats. And
Yes.
while we're at it, we gotta get your predictions.
Yes, we do.
Saturday night predictions. Because there are a lot of things to predict here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
because it is a rivalry game. I'm expecting it to be a chess match tonight with a little bit of sloppiness.
Okay.
Mark Schwab, wow.
Woo!
All the way from Switzerland. Here is $9.99 Swiss franc. Let's go, Devils.
Love it.
He sure
Love it.
for
Love it.
the Maurice Richard Trophy. Love it.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Mark Schaub. That's why I say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, because we are a worldwide entity here on Game Day Live. Worldwide entity.
We are.
Yeah. And also,
For a second, I thought you were gonna.
by the way,
For a second, I thought you were gonna break into the song from. I forget the movie. Oh, forget it. Yeah, it's just
I got to
bad.
tell you guys.
Yeah, go.
I got
Go,
to
go,
tell
go.
you guys, I know we're getting
Yeah.
greedy here, but if Vinny comes back tomorrow, hold off on the super chats, and then I can point out, Vinny, you're done. It's all about the super chats, and you're not. Yeah, no, I'm kidding around. We can't do that to Vinny. He's our friend.
Nah.
Yeah, we're just joking.
These
Just
are
jokes.
really good.
Yeah. Steve Engel says
Yeah.
4-3 Devils. Brooke Amanda says 5-2 Devils. Eddie says 3-2 Devils. AJ Visco says 7-3 Devils.
Woo!
Now, I wasn't that far off from my 321-0 victory over the Montreal Canadiens the last game.
You were just slightly off.
I was slightly off, and when we were up 2-0, I think I put up on Twitter, I tweeted out 319 goals to go, and people actually liked it.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
4-2
Yeah,
Devils
you're just
says
a little
Schwab. Shane Van Sickle says 3-1 Devils. Joseph Laneham, not late to the game. Still some time. 2-1 Devils. R. Nunez, 3-1 Devils. Brooke Amanda says Molina says 4-1 Devils.
Okay.
Woo! That sounds pretty good to me.
I like 4-1.
I like 4-1. What's the 4-1-1 on the 4-1? I'm
It's all
going to
about a super chat. That's what it is.
I'm going to Facebook right now. Facebook actually
Nice.
has something where they can do the same thing. I forgot what it's called, but let's go to the Facebook Live right now because Michael Hayes there. I'm sure David Decker. Yes, that David Decker of Town Toyota on Route 46 in beautiful Letchwood, New Jersey. Get your Toyota today from David Decker. Yes, David
Just
Decker.
like I did.
Yep.
And I took my brand new Toyota purchased from David Decker out onto the beach for the first time ever on Thursday, Sam.
Yeah. So
was
Andre
phenomenal.
from Norway says, let's get the
Woo!
W. Yes,
We'll take it.
Andre from Norway, who is in the Norwegian military, from what I
Love it.
understand. So we are we are global, worldwide, and this worldwide of Devils podcast. Curtis the Mack Truck says Craig Best. Lawrence on the Facebook Live says 4-3 Devils. Craig Best says, I love Alejandra. Yes, we love Alejandra. She is the best. And American whiskey. Yes, that Alejandra. Matt Freudenberger says 4-2 Devils. Not bad. Liking
Okay.
it. Some of these, people are thinking maybe it's a little close. I know AJ Visco says it's 7-3 Devils.
Yeah, and AJ is he's coming up with some Sam Wu type predictions. But AJ Visco was also in one of the most high scoring playoff games of High Point High School history
Really?
years ago. So that was a run and gun team that we had that year.
Wow.
But yeah, he's going some Sam Wu style predictions here.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest with you.
No,
Nothing
well,
wrong with that.
unless you're the goalie coach,
Yeah.
then you're not too pleased.
Yeah. Let's go on Twitter or X,
All right.
what they're saying. No one's really saying anything. I really, X is a little weird but we
X
brought,
is.
I mean, we pay $22 a month to live stream on X Live because we don't want to alienate our listeners. Ted says 5-3 Devils.
Yep. And Ted, to answer your question, no, I will not be there on Sunday. So I won't be. I won't be. I don't know when the next Devils home game is that I'll be at. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I will be there. I will be at Devils Tampa in Tampa Bay next weekend. Cannot wait.
I am.
Art Heaton, I'm assuming you're talking about. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about the game on Sunday. I just saw Ted's other comment there. I
Yeah.
was able to get onto the YouTube chat without losing my stream here, which is good.
Yeah. Art Heaton, I'm saying 90% probable I'll be at American Whiskey tomorrow. 2-0
Nice.
Devils, says Art Heaton. Yes, Comets did fire Kevin Dineen. Ted talked about that on State of the Fan Address presented by pucksandpitchforks.com. Nick Villano and I did talk about that in its, like, I've never talked about AHL hockey for 45 minutes. That was awesome. That was awesome. Whew. Good stuff. So Shorts
Well,
guy.
it was a surprise. It was a surprise to see him let go. But I know Utica has not been doing very well at all, which we talk about it every year, Sam. We have to get ourselves up to Utica. We have to go take in a game. We have to do game day live from somewhere up in Utica. And there's a brewery up there I would love to visit as well. So even better.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah. And plus my brother would come out for that one since he lives up in that area. And my nieces would be there too. So I think that's even more worthwhile of a trip than not.
I would love to do it at Chickies and Pete's.
Is there one in Utica?
No, down in Philadelphia. Before we go into
Oh.
the Flyers.
Oh, we got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to do that again.
We've done it before at Chickies and Pete's.
We have.
But
that is the Philly. Any of the Philly stadiums are the only ones that I'm not comfortable going in. It's just I've had nothing but terrible experiences doing Philly away for soccer, and that's the only city that I don't feel comfortable going to. I feel comfortable going to MSG, but Flyer fans are just so unpredictable. You just don't know who's gonna, punch you from behind in Philly.
Before we go to our predictions, I'll tell you a story I'm not very proud of, as Game Day Live is extended, so I can tell this story. years ago, at a Devils Flyers preseason game, no less. Okay, so we're not even talking regular season. We're talking about Devils Flyers preseason at the Meadowlands at Continental Airlines Arena, and it was one of those moments. It was kind of like that one moment that I said something that I shouldn't have to that Ranger fan kid.
I was there.
Which we can't
repeat. It will not be repeated. No, it will not be repeated. No. However,
yeah. However, if you go to joinourcrew.com, maybe we'll repeat it on the email button. No, I'm kidding. It's not going to happen.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my foot down and say no.
Yeah, absolutely not. But so we were walking outside, and there's a lot of trash talking or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how sometimes you just react without thinking like an adult? And I remember back in those days, I was probably 22 years old, 23 years old, been drinking, heading to my car.
Back in the days when Sam we would drink.
Yeah, back to the tailgate. This big, fat Flyer fan, she went up to me and she said, "Let's go Flyers," and spit all over my face.
Oh, that's gross.
And like in the mature fashion, my reaction was,
right back.
And I hocked a loogie square on the Flyers logo. And as soon as I did that, I'm like, oh crap. So I kind of like ducked my head and just kind of walked away. But her Devils fan boyfriend tried to deck me, but luckily he missed because I didn't see him coming. And then he fell over because he was probably drunk. He tried to put me in a headlock, but I was able to kind of like get out of it. And then think of like all of our friends. You want to talk about beeflytics sticking up for your teammate? They all converged, and that guy was so scared because I think one of my friends threatened to tie him up in the back of his pickup truck and drag him in the parking lot, and he was like,
Oof.
and then it just, we just did. That I'm not proud of
Parted
that
ways.
moment. Yeah, parted ways. I got yelled at by the girlfriend at the time yelled at me. That was so immature, whatever. But it was just the whole fact that she went like kind of fake it, like it wasn't on
Yeah.
purpose, but it totally was. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I know you've matured to the point where you won't spit at people anymore, but it does sound very similar to you making a lot of noise in Las Vegas to a particular group of Girl Scouts and then disappearing conveniently when the Devils get scored on. So they all turn around and look at me and little Steve and Beer Baron and Scotty and Billy Dean. But Sam's nowhere to be found. 'Cause
Survey
he ducked his head and ran away.
Survey says hawk woo-ha. Very nice.
Oh.
Very clever survey. See, you don't have to do a super chat survey. Just good comments also was pretty good as well. All right, let's get to the predictions.
Yeah.
One of these days, Shorts, we should do we should just BS as the game's going on.
Oh,
Like,
kind of like the
no-
Manning cast.
Yeah.
Kind of like
just-
the Manning cast.
Just like no format, just like BS. It'd be we should have the explicit version, so we should make it pay-per-view
We could.
or something.
Which is what Vinny and I are going to do at some point with our just random nonsense podcast that we're going to start because it always tends to be a good time. So, but yeah, we should do like a Manning like a Manning cast style type thing when the Devils are playing at some point.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
select
have it set
games.
up
We'll
so
start
we can
off
watch the game.
Well, it'd be a beta version.
Yeah.
Select games.
And
So-
Sam, how can everyone find out when we're going to do that? Is there a site they can go to or some kind of an email list?
It's joinourcrew.com.
Ah, there you go.
joinourcrew.com, and you'll have some crew brews. All right, let's get the predictions. Shorts guy, what's
All
your
right.
prediction?
Yeah, we're running out of time. So, Devils are playing the first game of a back-to-back, and my guess is we're going against Sorokin, who's a pretty solid goalie. But as we can tell, the Islanders are without Barzell, and they are without Romanov, or however you sitting tonight is how you pronounce his name, because they're too much of a wimp organization to put him in to answer the bell with McDermott because they know it's coming because they've seen McDermott against Rempe. So with that being said, I think the Devils are going to come fired up tonight. That to me is an insult. If you're in the if you are in the locker room and you're the coach, you say, listen, this team doesn't respect you, and they're not even putting the guy who wants who spoke so much stuff against you in the lineup. So I'm going to say Devils are going to win tonight 5-2, and they're going to take the Gordon's fisherman, and they're going to just put him out to sea and watch his boat sink and turn it into an artificial reef.
Wow. All right. Selected Boy says 4-1 Devils. Survey says 3-2 Devils in the shootout. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one.
Yep.
I'm going to call it 8-2 Devils. 8-2 Devils.
Okay.
Because
Similar to
Hughes
AJ's.
Jack Hughes is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Jesper Bratt is on fire. Looking for Timo Meyer to get on fire again. Looking for help on the blue line. Excuse me, of the scoring. 8-2 Devils.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
8-2 Devils. I'll take it.
And thank you for all the super chats.
Woo!
AJ Visco. Amanda, Brooke Amanda, times 2. And Mark Schwab for the Swiss francs.
From Europe. All the way from Europe,
Yeah.
Mark Schwab
Yeah.
sends out the super chat.
One day I hope to get a Russian fan.
Rubles.
Yeah, I want rubles. Rubles. 4-4 tie prediction tonight from Joey B. And Shane Finsickle. Save some goals for tomorrow, Sam. Yeah, could you imagine if we had kind of like the aggregate tournaments? Be like, yeah, that 6-0 victory over the Canucks, we placed that against the Calgary Flames. That would have been nice last week.
Ooh, Beachmaster saying McDavid with a Gordie Howe hat trick tonight. That would be awesome.
Wow.
McDermott with a Gordie Howe hat trick, which apparently Gordie Howe had like one.
Yeah, one or two
of those.
Yeah.
Just one or two.
Yeah.
But he gets credited with it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Love it. You're looking for the button, aren't you?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. I want to thank all those tuning in. Dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes. Devils After Dark after the game. Scotty at Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, and I. I'm losing my voice right now.
You are.
No.
You got to get it prepared. Because knowing your luck, there's going to be a football call that's needed tonight.
Yeah. All right. Till next time, let's go Devils.